The trial is now set to move forward in a high-profile Scottsdale murder case after the Arizona Supreme Court ruled that DNA evidence can be used even though police did violate the suspect's rights. This is the case involving Allison Feldman, who was murdered in her Scottsdale home back in 2015. Investigators didn't make an arrest, though, until 3 years later after using familial DNA to identify a possible match. Police connected DNA from the crime scene to the brother of Ian Mitchum, then used a blood sample from a 2015 DUI to confirm the match. A lower court threw out that DNA, saying police should have never used that old sample. But the state Supreme Court reversed that, saying the discovery would have been inevitable. So let's take a deep dive into this case. Criminal defense attorney Hector Diaz joins me now. And Hector, you know, all the things that led to obtaining that DNA, the back and forth, the challenges, does that come to play in this trial that starts?
You know, not as significant as the pretrial motions that have been playing out in the Superior Court. Well, ultimately, a court's going to rule. They're going to say, hey, listen, you filed these motions, they've been dealt with, this evidence is coming in. You're not going to get into any of the issues that really were the backbone to any of these motions during the trial.
Right.
So they're pretty much over. I mean, there's some discussion whether or not they're going to appeal this to even a higher court.
And that was my next question. Right. You know, the state Supreme Court, they made their decision. Right. So do you think that there will be an appeal from the defense?
Sure his lawyers are looking at it. You know, I had a chance to look at and actually read the opinion by the Arizona Supreme Court. It was a very well written, very thoughtful opinion. You know, again, his lawyers are going to have to look at it. I'd be surprised if they actually file an appeal, and then whether the U.S. Supreme Court actually takes it up.
Right. So what do you think will happen next then?
Well, his lawyers have got to get ready. I mean, you know, they put off opening statements. It's not clear what, or why they put it off. Mm-hmm. I expect DNA, you'd expect they're going to have experts that are going to come in and test the reliability, the viability of this, information. But going in and saying, hey, this was an illegal search, those issues are over. They've been dealt with. Let's move forward.
Okay. All right. Hector, thank you so much. Troy?